During All-Star Weekend, Caitlin Clark joins Sue Bird and Megan Rapinoe for a live episode of A Touch More. And
Caitlin Clark just got brutally trolled by sports legend Sue Bird and Megan Rapinoe, and her reaction revealed a side of her nobody has ever seen. In a rare, unfiltered interview, the secret of what Taylor Swift actually whispered to her was finally exposed, and Clark came face to face with that now legendary goofy meme. That broke the internet. This wasn't a typical media appearance. It was an uncensored look behind the curtain, and the stories that came out were pure gold, exposing the bizarre reality of her life and the immense pressures hiding just beneath the surface. The stage was set during All-Star Weekend on a live podcast, and right from the jump, they threw Clark directly into the fire. Instead of a normal, polite introduction, they hit her with the iconic, dramatic intro music of the 90s Chicago Bulls, a soundtrack reserved for sports royalty. Then, with a sly grin, they sarcastically announced her as every ref's favorite. The crowd erupted. It was a direct and hilarious shot at the nonstop narrative that has followed Clark all season. Her technical fouls, her passionate arguments, and the media frenzy over her relationship with officials. It was a troll of the highest order, but Clark didn't flinch. She laughed it off, and in that moment, the tone was set for the entire interview. This wasn't going to be a guarded media train session filled with cliches. This was going to be real, raw, and completely unfiltered. For the next hour, these three roasted each other mercilessly, and the stories that came out were unforgettable. First, they tackled the mystery that drove the internet. Completely wild. You remember the moment? Caitlin Clark had a Chiefs game sitting next to Taylor Swift. The camera zoomed in as Swift leaned over and whispered something in her ear, sparking a dialogue between the two. In an instant, the clip went viral. Lip readers went into overdrive with theories, exploding across social media. Was Swift offering career advice? Were they discussing a secret sponsorship deal? Maybe a collaboration was in the works? The speculation was insane. Megan Rapinoe, never one to beat around the bush, cut straight through the noise and bluntly asked her, "Don't lie. What were you actually saying?" The truth was so hilariously normal. It was almost unbelievable. Clark admitted she was basically acting as Taylor Swift's personal football commentator for the night. She was breaking down plays, explaining why a flag was thrown, and nerding out over the game. The biggest pop star on the planet, who was famously dating one of the NFL's top players, apparently still needed a play-by-play. And Clark, a massive Chiefs fan, was more than happy to oblige. It's a surreal peek into the strange new world she occupies, where casually explaining the rules of football to a global icon is just another Tuesday. But the surprises didn't stop there. The hosts then decided to confront Clark with one of her most legendary viral moments. They pulled up the infamous screenshot from her scuffle with Atlanta Dream's Ryan Howard. You know the one where Clark looks completely unhinged, her hair a mess,